Smooth 98.1 here. We are gone past 6:30 for Feel Good Friday and a Tech Friday right here on Business Express.
Yes.
I'm Chef Martin.
And I'm Victor Pepple. It feels like a town hall meeting or perhaps a panel discussion this morning with, of course, Rotus joining in as usual. Good morning, Rotus.
Good morning, Victor. Good morning, Shokwe.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Rotus, say that good morning again.
Try that again, Rotus.
All right, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right,
Yes, we
good
can
morning.
hear
Good morning,
you.
everybody.
All right, Fisayo, good morning.
Good morning, Shokwe. Good morning, Rotus. Good morning, Lakers. Good morning, everyone listening and watching.
All right, and a good morning. Today we've got a new voice on the show that's going to be very interesting because what we're talking about, Excel Olatunbosun, who's a software developer. Good morning and welcome to Business Express.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Wow, Shopper, you're really just slow on the mics today, but it's okay, we'll survive. All right, so lots of different platforms that you can join this conversation on. We're streaming live already up on youtube.com/smooth981FM Lagos. If you're on the app, search for Smooth981 and join the conversation on the live stream. Send your WhatsApp messages in as well to 0809 444 981 or take it to Twitter and tag us at Smooth981FM. Gentlemen, the merge. Let's talk.
Yes. And this is worst case scenario because Olumide Adesina was supposed to be with us, and he's in Paris right now. There was a Binance conference, I think it ends today, where they were talking about all this stuff. So we'll just try to do it ourselves. I know Fisayo and Excel, maybe based on your knowledge of how this thing works, you can help us out. But the merge essentially was supposed to reduce the energy emission of Ethereum. Ethereum, I think, was birthed in 2015, and it's all about cryptocurrency mining. So all of us that are here now, imagine all of us are miners that are mining cryptocurrency. Think about stacks of computers like books in a library on top of each other, very hot to touch because they are just generating so much energy to mine cryptocurrencies. This is where it gets a little complex. They are moving from, which Olumide was here, proof of work to proof of stake. So if each of us is a miner of cryptocurrency, we will earn Ethereum or earn Bitcoin by solving a cryptographic puzzle. And by solving that puzzle, we will earn Bitcoin or Ethereum, and it's an incentive, so we make money. But they are moving from proof of work. So basically, we're all racing against each other to try to complete transactions and verify these transactions on the ledger, on the blockchain ledger, because remember, it's decentralized. There's no middleman. So it's all of us each that are verifying. Okay, well, if Shopper has a red shirt, right? We can all see Shopper has a red shirt or red blouse, and we all verify that is true. We don't need to go through a middleman to verify it. So all of us can see it's red. And with the first person,
burnt orange, but it's all cool.
Okay, all right, go. So the first person to verify that you solve a puzzle, you earn money. But it's essentially the energy emission. I heard it was the same as the entire grid of the nation of Finland or whatever, was having too much of an impact on the environment. So they're going from proof of work to proof of stake. And that proof of stake requires that each of us will put some skin in the game and actually stake an amount that goes into some sort of pool, which will be won by somebody. So I think they are replacing miners with what they call validators of these transactions. And essentially, this merge, I hear the analogy was like trying to replace a car engine while the car is moving. There were some big risks as to a meltdown, but apparently it went very well. So now Ethereum, essentially, the energy output has gone down by about 99%. It's supposed to be more environmentally friendly when it comes to mining of Ethereum. Fisayo, did I get any of that right? What's your understanding of this merge?
Good for them, really. I don't care. I'll rather
energy output. Fisayo, energy output.
I mean, it's their problem, right? I don't even know what the usefulness of the thing is in the first place, right? So I'd rather focus on doing my work. If I want to pay people, I'll go through Paystack, or InterSwitch, right? I'll do all of that. There's no need for me to figure out who cares about the energy efficiency. I mean, Paystack, InterSwitch is energy efficient enough, right? For me to use. So I'd rather use that and just move on. And if I need money, I'll work for my money. I'll be paid in dollars. I'll be paid in naira. I don't care about Ethereum. I don't
Fisayo,
care
you're the
about.
person who, when we were going from calories to gold and from gold to notes, you were like, no, I'll just keep lugging this giant gold bar around and it gives you muscles. Why won't I continue to lug it around instead of taking this paper that burns so easily?
Well,
Thank you for
we've
that
seen that.
analogy.
We've seen that this is like moving from money back to gold, because that's what this is, right? So it doesn't cost me too much energy to print cash. And guess what? I've gone cashless, right? It doesn't cost me any energy at all to process payments. So why am I going back to such, archaic way of making that you are staking? I mean, I don't have to stake anything in paying dollars or in paying naira. So I'll just continue with that system that works. If it's not broken, there's no need to fix it, right? There's nothing broken in it. And of course, really, do we really think that money will be decentralized? Really?
Wait, hold on. Fisayo, I'm sorry, I have to stop you right there, right? That statement, I feel like it goes against all innovation. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Isn't the whole point of invention and innovation that it might not be broken, but it's definitely not working at its best capacity?
Well, but the solution you're proposing is not efficient. It's not particularly faster. It's not particularly cheaper. It's not particularly better. So why are you proposing it?
I want to bring in Excel. Excel, let's quickly get your thoughts on this.
So I think I'm about 50% in agreement with Fisayo on this issue. I'm not like completely in agreement with him. I'm about 50% in agreement with him. So if it is not broken, why fix it? So
I suppose you guys really don't care about energy emissions, but let's move on for the sake of time.
No, I'm saying that the system we have today is efficient. So why are you creating a problem of mining, of doing? I mean, it's the problem you're creating. So you created the problem, you're trying to solve the problem you created. I don't really care.
But remember, and I know we're just running out of time here, but remember that with Ethereum is using smart contracts. Think about real estate. You're trying to buy land, verify that you're the owner of a property. With Ethereum, you can
verify from Ministry of Lands and
very funny, very funny. Excel, I want you to comment. Excel, there's been as you're a software developer, I think you're full stack, right? Are we seeing an exodus of talent, technology talents in Nigeria to companies overseas? From your vantage point, how are you seeing it, Excel?
So I'd like to start with saying that when I started as a software developer, most of the people I came in contact with at the time, about 80% of them are no longer in the country, particularly for the fact that they feel Nigeria is no longer secure, or that their future is not assured in this country. And of course, because Nigerian companies don't pay as much as companies overseas. So yeah, there's a lot of exodus.
Is there I think you heard Fisayo earlier when he was saying, I can just sit here and earn foreign exchange by working for a company overseas. Is that a growing option for technology talent in Nigeria, where you can still stay here and then earn FX by working for a company overseas?
Yes. I mean, there are lots of people that are earning in dollars, like while sitting in the comfort of their homes. So yeah, it is.
And Fisayo, you have a software developer in your family. I think. What is that? Is that? Although I think he left, right? Well, is the option of working here ahead? Is that real?
I mean, he relocated, right? So there are reasons why people relocate, and of course, why people stay. I think the challenge where people prefer to leave is that you can't legislate for you carrying your laptop and being stopped by SARS, and that's a problem. So that's a country risk, right? But on a financial level, so really, if I'm earning what my brother earns in Germany, for instance, I'm in Nigeria, I probably live a better life than he would live. I mean, financially, right? I'll probably be able to buy a house in Nigeria, but he might not be able to buy a house in Berlin, right? Because again, he's living there. The environment is safer, but of course, it's also quite more expensive. The taxes they pay, 40%, 45%-ish, VAT is about 19% in Germany. All of those issues are there. But of course, they feel that they're in a safer environment. I'm talking now, I'm on utility, never might take light right now. And of course, everywhere goes black. And these are the issues that he will probably never have. right? So those are the issues that make people really want to leave. But really, if I'm meant to choose an option, I'd rather, stay in Nigeria and earn, in foreign exchange, and then figure out a way to ensure that, yes, I create a system around myself to ensure that I support the work I do, essentially. But again, you can't legislate for police, you can't legislate for traffic, you can't legislate for SARS, you can't legislate for the other, macro risk that you're facing, essentially.
Thank you for that. Very quickly, I really want you guys to also touch on these ASU strikes and so on. There's a company called, I think it's Nexus or whatever, I can't remember the name, online universities.
Okay, hold on. Before we
Go
get
ahead.
to that, though, let's read some of the messages, right? So up on YouTube, Michael Adetutu says, I was just waiting for Fisayo's input. The minute you mentioned mining coins or Elon Musk, you get to see his other side. And Sheo Salami says, the inventors of electricity would never, in their wildest dreams, foresee that it would power electronic devices in the future. That is an analogy of what cryptocurrency would be in the future. All right,
now,
let's take it to WhatsApp now.
On WhatsApp, I think
we'll be here in the future, I guess.
I think it's Kunle who is disagreeing with Fisayo. He says, until we see money as a form of technology, it will be difficult to accept digital currency. Fisayo is not right today. Digital currency is the future. Same way Web 2 took over Web 1. Web 3 is the future.
Web 3?
All right. Very quick.
Well, digital currency. Right now, I earn digital currency. By the way, right? I earn digital currency when my friend pays me. I don't see the cash. I just see the balance on my bank account and I transfer it digitally.
That's not digital currency.
Oh, that's not digital currency. All right, that's fine.
I mean, very, very quickly, Excel, very good, because we're almost out of time. We need more time on the show. Online universities, do you think they can come to the rescue of public school students who are continually facing strikes? Excel, very quickly.
Yeah. I think online learning is e-learning is like the way forward right now. When I started out in tech, when I started out as a software developer, most of the learning I did was online. All I just needed to do was to get a course, buy a course, and learn. So I think this is a time for online universities, online learning to be at its peak.
So what do you think, very quickly, as far as he bought a course, Excel had the money to buy that course. Is that not a hindrance for a lot of public school students who are facing issues with ASU now?
Well, yeah, I mean, it is an hindrance, right? But again, you have to choose what you want to choose, right? You have to choose either you want to finish your university education in 3 years or in 4 years, or you want to, start and don't know when to finish, right? Those are the options that are really available to you, really, right? So, and of course, because online learning can be scalable, meaning that there are no limit to the number of people that can take online. That could potentially drive down the cost of that education. But I guess the bigger problem is then going to be cost of data, because you have to be streaming your classes online and all of that kind of thing. The other issue I have is that we found out that many online learning, self-learning, they start the courses, they don't finish it, right? Abandonment is a big problem. If I have some Udemy, I have an app on my phone, I'm trying to learn a few things. I've paid for the courses, I've not gone past week 2, right? And I've been there so again, but I know that university education is a bit more structured, using all these newer Nextport, Unical, a few other platforms like that, right? It's a bit more structured. The goals are weekly or monthly, that pushes you to finish up, right? So I guess those are some of the things that help, ensure completeness, essentially.
All right, then, Fisayo. Well, gentlemen, we have come to the end of the show. Michael Adetutu does not want it to end. He says, Rotus, please talk about Adobe and Figma's 20 billion sale. No, he'll talk about it on Twitter. Find him at Rotancode. That's where he's going to talk about it. So make sure you go and you follow him on Twitter at Rotancode, and he'll be able to spell it out for you. Tag him and ask him that very same question. You see what he'll do.
Well, you mean saying Fisayo is correct. Funds transfer payments are digital payments. Crypt is a currency. Cryptocurrency, I believe, are almost useless for now as store of value.
All right. And that message will end the show.
Yes, we've ended the show. Thank you so much. We'll do this again on Monday at 6:30. We must thank Rotus for being a part of it today, as usual. And Fisayo, every Friday on Tech Friday, he brings it hot. Thank you very much for being a part of the show today. And Excel, who's live with us in the studio.
Excel Olatunbosun, a software developer, and contributor to the conversation. Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. That's it. Business Express is wrapped up for the week, and coming up, it is going to be great music as we count down to Freshly Pressed at 7:30.